Greetings, degenerates. St. Michael here. And you know James Gunn, the guy most famous for turning the funny guy from Parks and Rec into an action star that takes on dangerous creatures, and not just Timu Ohura and Opie's daughter?
Leslie, I typed your symptoms into the thing up here, and it says you could have network connectivity problems. Okay. Eyes on me. Blue. Blue. Watch it. Charlie, hey, don't give me that shit. Delta, lock it up. Good. And we're moving. Oh! Hey, that's good. That is damn good. Very good. See? Charlie, that's what you get. Echo, there you go. Delta. Blue. This one's for you. Hold. Eyes up. Go.
By the way, interesting fact about that body. That body is not really Chris Pratt.
Right.
They built a body and it weighed 35 pounds.
And it looks exactly like
It's
me.
really creepy.
Very eerie.
Yeah.
And James now has it in his office.
I had it in my office for a long time and people would come in and scream.
They would what and scream?
They'd come in and scream.
What?
Because when it's sitting on its back,
They would do what?
come in.
When they come in? What'd you say?
They come in and scream.
Oh, come in and scream. I was like, how many people did you like come in here and scream?
I don't know. Dude, I let everybody have a crack. It'll
You're like, it's really important that it looks exactly like
Rachel,
Chris.
shut up.
And he's asleep with his mouth
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, that guy. Well, after his Superman movie was up, and a flop, not even reaching the Man of Steel numbers pre-adjusted for inflation, after the failure of his season 2 of Peacemaker, because we can't see John Cena act and we don't want to, it's not getting a season 3, he decided to come out and call all his fans racist after creating a perfect world that's super Nazi, but there's no black people and it's super nice and clean. I don't know what you're trying to say here, James, but it's kind of interesting. It's not the weirdest thing he's said considering Peacemaker. I mean, he said that, Superman, what was the argument? It's a kid's movie. It's for kids, right? But you also said Peacemaker was mandatory watching to understand his DCEU. Mandatory watching, and this one is for kids. So you have a bisexual orgy in Peacemaker and Killer Croc ass raping his fucking cellmate, and this is mandatory, but Superman's also for kids, but you need to watch Peacemaker to understand. What are you trying to say here, James? It's really weird. Well, let's take a look at the article. James Gunn calls his fans racist and admits he has no oversight from WB or DCU projects. James Gunn called fans racist in a recent interview while admitting that he has no oversight from WB, and just rereading the article title. When in doubt, blame the fans. That's been Hollywood's favorite play for years now. Every time a franchise stumbles or viewers push back, executives and creators deflect by smearing the audience with labels of racist, sexist, or toxic. Now, James Gunn, the man at the helm of DC's future, has joined the chorus, and DC's future is already done. No one cares. Let's take a look real quick at Superman's box office. Worldwide, $615 million. Now again, let's look at Man of Steel, $670 million. and that's in 2013 numbers. So adjusted for inflation, it's roughly 800 million, I believe. So Man of Steel beat Superman. So all these Snyder Bros can wave their banners and say we gotta win, when in reality you guys lost too. Your DCU sucked as well. Gunn's remark on GQ. In a recent GQ interview, Gunn addresses the reaction to Peacemaker Season 2 Alternate Earth twist. Wasn't a twist. You called these people racist and Nazi. I mean, look, they even have the fucking swastika on the American flag. If that's not disrespectful, I don't know what is. An alternate reality, John Cena as Peacemaker, and ultimately, I did like his Peacemaker in the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie. I liked that Suicide Squad better than the previous adaptation, but that's not saying much. Has been escaping to all season is actually Earth X, which is dominated by Nazis and even includes fascist symbolism. Okay, first of all, let's understand what fascism is versus what Nazism is. Nazism translates to National Socialist German Workers' Party. Keyword is socialist. I wouldn't fault the people who have been indoctrinated into commie colleges for the last umpteen decades to understand the difference between communism, socialism, fascism. Newsflash, they're all same flavors of the utter dog shit of Marxist totalitarianism. But instead of acknowledging that some fans simply didn't like the direction James Gunn went on the offensive, labeling them racist. Yes, fans are sick of James Gunn's tactic. He does not work well for uplifting heroism. He works well with miscreant teams that can't really get along. They're not really good guys. They're not really bad guys. That's his wheelhouse, and that's fine. Stick to what you're good at. He did not belong behind the helm of Superman. Superman needed someone who was going to be truth, justice, and the American way, and say American way. Not some crybaby pussy who doesn't even save Lois. Yeah, a Superman that doesn't save Lois Lane. Let's watch that movie. I have a few racists that have called me polarizing, but I'm okay with being polarizing and letting racists fall to the wayside, he said. Polarizing is not what you want with Superman. You need unifying, you dumb... Oh, God. He said people have loved this episode the most, so it's exciting. It's... really, it's not. Because this show is fucking terrible. It's dog shit. It's not even in the top 10, as you can see from the Nielsen ratings. All the way down here. Yeah, it's... Look, it's not even in here. Alien Earth is on this. Oh my God, Alien Earth? Jesus Christ. That's how bad it is, James. Alien Earth is kicking your ass. Fan blaming, a Hollywood pattern. Gunn's tactic is hardly new. We've seen this repeatedly, and yes, we can go through a fucking myriad of examples. Marvel, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. It's all the same. It just constantly passing the buck to fans. Oh, you didn't like this show, which has fat black lesbians again? There was 2 or 3 shows that came out last year with lesbian witches. It's just terrible. And they say, well, you don't like this? Well, you're racist. No, I want the fucking IP to be what the IP is. And it's funny, James, you're going to sit there and call us racist for not liking Superman. The majority of fans loved Mr. Terrific, a black character. So how can these fans be somehow racist, but also prefer to enjoy Mr. Terrific, who's not even the main character in a Superman movie? Tell me again, they canceled the show because no one watched it, and not because you know why. But juxtapose that with the fact that those big IP franchises were still the best performing series on Disney+. No one's watching that. A solution becomes unclear. Percy Jackson and the Olympians was top dog on Disney+. I never watched that. Last year, over 3 billion minutes viewed, and The Acolyte came in second. No one's watching that either. It's like here. The cycle's predictable. When a project underperforms, the sparks debate. Blame shifts away from the creative choices and onto the audience. Blaming the fans, blaming the audience. Let's blame the people that literally take their hard-earned dollar. And mind you, the entertainment dollar is the first to go in economic crisis. So if you are making a product like a TV show, game, movie, and I used to work in a music shop, those are optional choices. Those are hobbies. Those are entertainment that breaks away from your work. Those aren't necessities like food, toilet paper, water, things like that. So I understand how people work when it comes to their buying dollar. It's tough to sell you a Stratocaster when you can't even afford food. So these people need to understand that the relationship between a customer and not a consumer, a customer and the creative is, we are the gods on Mount Olympus. You provide us an offering and we will deem it worthy enough to give you our money so that your crops can grow, essentially so you can make a living. They think it's the reverse, where they are the gods and they are providing us something and we need to massively accept it. No.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
This relationship is, you are the peasant, I am the king. You provide me something and I deem it good or bad. And the people have decided that your show is bad. It is failing. And you're going to sit there and blame the people who literally make your career, who let you buy multi-million-dollar mansions and, live a lavish lifestyle that you in America have every right to live? Yeah, try biting the hand that feeds. See how that works. I can do whatever I want. Equally striking in the GQ piece is Gunn's admission of just how much authority he holds in the DCEU. Speaking about Peacemaker, he said, I really do whatever I want with Peacemaker, and I mean, in one respect, I do whatever I want with anything because I am able to make my choices and I'm my own boss. So you decided to put your wife and essentially cuck yourself to have every other guy want her, and you decided to put a bisexual orgy in your TV show. You have control. So you are the one that says this is mandatory watching. Let's put a bisexual orgy because that's what kids need to see. They also need to hear that prison rape is a thing. What the fuck is wrong with you, you degenerate scumbag? And look, I don't know if James Gunn believes the shit he says. He claims it's hyperbolic. He claims it's joking. These Hollywood types all have the same lockstep fucking mentality of they hate you, they hate the fans, and they don't watch what they fucking... You think Kathleen Kennedy or CEO David Zaslav, they watch any of this shit? Kevin Feige? No. They vomit it up onto the masses, and then they walk away to their mansions and their seemingly endless supply of work. Why does it matter? Simple, because assaulting the fans is never a good strategy. By conflating legitimate fans' critics with racists, James Gunn has effectively shut down dialogue. That's the point. Fans who simply wanted different storytelling choices are now marked with the ugliest possible label, and when that's the playbook, accountability for creative missteps disappears. Yes, they essentially are saying, oh, it's not my fault that the show sucks, even though I have complete control over said project. It's the fans for not accepting it. That is narcissism to a T. It's not my fault. You just didn't understand. It's not my fault. You just weren't smart enough to understand what my creative genius was telling. I'm sorry you felt that way, is essentially what they're saying. These people are horrifically hypocritical, up their own ass narcissists.
Hey there!
Ellen, right?
Actually, it's Elaine.
Right. Would you like red or white wine?
Could I just get an empty glass?
Oh, sure.
Can you believe all these imbeciles in Texas? They just put another prisoner to death.
James Gunn has every right to defend his creative work. Yes, absolutely. He has every right to love what he created. But dismissing the critics as racist is not only lazy, it's corrosive. It alienates fans, undermines trust, and shows the very arrogance that has plagued Hollywood in recent years. And that's the thing. This is just the same cycle of Hollywood slop. Fans react, don't like it. Let's attack fans. Let's call them racist. Let's, flip through the catalog of different names we can call out and throw them around and see what sticks. It's not sticking anymore. James, we're done. Kathleen, we're done. Kevin, we're done. We are done with this failing of offerings to our altar. And we're showing you with our dollar that we're done. We're showing you with our viewings that we're done. And I think it's time that James Gunn realizes he is a one-trick pony, and that pony needs to be taken out back and shot. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Cheers. God bless.
Thank you.